Hi guys, today I'm going to talk to you guys about three artifacts I have laying around my house. As we learned, an artifact is a personal item that's important to someone. It holds a special meaning or value. Um, it can be found in a home of something that holds a belief or simply a gift given by someone special. An artifact can be from a toy that was given when we were kids and it holds a sentimental value, or it could be jewelry such as a necklace or rings or a bracelet that was given by someone special as well, or it's simply just a trophy that we have laying around from either a sports that we play or some kind of if you're a sports fan, that could be as an artifact as well. But today I'm gonna share with you guys three artifacts that are considered special to me. um, my first artifact is this bear, that has a speaker inserted inside. It actually holds the sound of my first child, Nolan's heartbeat. This was given to me on my first ultrasound by my husband, and that's one of the reasons it's special. Aside that it holds my son's heart, you could hear my son's heartbeat. Um, but I remember that every time I would go to the doctor, I would be so antsy and I would have major anxiety. So before I walked out the door going to an ultrasound appointment or a doctor appointment, I remember just like listening to the heartbeat and it kind of calmed me down. It kind of gave me a positive mood. So, I was a little bit more calm going to the doctors. I kept this teddy bear in my bed until my son was born, and then I moved it to my son's crib. Now the teddy bear sleeps with my son, who is now 5. I kind of feel bad because for my 2-year-old, we didn't get a teddy bear. We do have CDs and pictures of his ultrasound that I guess I could consider that an artifact as well, because they're, obviously they're both special because they do remind me of my children. My second artifact I'm going to talk to you guys about is this jar that I bought at Michael's. Um, this jar is special to me because obviously you can see it has a whole bunch of shells. I actually collected these shells when I went to my honeymoon in Hawaii. Um, I ended up, every time we went up going to like different beaches and different spots, I ended up like collecting um, rocks and shells and I ended up putting it in this jar. Um, every time I looked at this jar, it reminds me of the places I visit in Maui. Like for example, when I went on a boat out in the middle of the ocean to go snorkeling, which was one of the best times in my life. It was such an adventure and a beautiful place to go. I remember going, when I went snorkeling, I remember like swimming and getting attracted by the distracted and by the fish and the sea turtles, that I remember like swimming back up, and I would see the boat and the crew like far away, so I have to like swim back to them, and that happened like a lot of times. I also remember going to this beach that had black sand, which was so amazing to see, because obviously we don't see that in Chicago, and it's really rare to see black sand anywhere. When we went up on a trail, we had rest stops of activities that we were able to see. For example, we went on to this, one of the stops were this coconut shop that had snacks. Everything was like coconut. So they had food, snacks, it was pretty good. We also went on another stop that had scenes from the Jurassic Park movie, which was pretty cool because they had these tall trees. They were painted. Well, they looked like they were painted because they were really colorful, but that's the way the trees grow. These trees are called Mindanao gum or rainbow trees. Once we got to the top, we were able to see the whole island of Maui, which was so pretty. Um, that's why this jar is really important to me, because it does remind me of the places that I have traveled, and I love traveling. My third artifact I'm going to share with you guys is this pair of earrings that I have here. So these are special to me because they were given to me by my husband's grandma. The reason they're special is because this is the last time, honestly, I've seen her before passing away. She became special to me because she was the closest I had to a grandma. Growing up, I wasn't really close to my biological grandma, so spending time with Irene, which is my husband's grandma, I really appreciated that. The time she came here, the last time she came here, she spent a lot of time with me because around that time, it was winter, so I had just had my son, and because of her medical condition, she couldn't go out to places like that. So we spent a lot of time together. She taught me how to cook Colombian food, which is where they're from, and that's where my husband's from. But honestly, she taught me how to cook in general because at the time I didn't know how to cook. So I remember she shared a lot of her recipes with me that I still hold on a notebook, which I guess you can consider that an artifact as well because they remind me of her. And like I mentioned, she was someone special to me. Um, Honestly, we kept each other company for maybe about half a year. I remember her talking to me about life back then and her life and how different it was from life now. And, we just talked for hours, just spending time. And I think that's why she became really special. Honestly, I don't even open, I haven't worn the earrings. They're just, I keep it in my jewelry box, and I just hold them because they remind me of her. Um, Obviously, as we learned, artifacts could have a sentimental value. Not, I mean, mostly there's someone is special to us, but it, like we said, we could be from a poster. It could be honestly anything that is you. So for example, the earrings and the teddy bear, they're special to me because they were given by people that I love and appreciate. Um, they represent um, my family, although not necessarily family have to be blood, but it just basically is anyone that you care for. So these two items, they're special to me. But I also have my third item, which is my shell, and they represent. This represents who I am as a person. So, for example, I like traveling. I like the outdoors. So that's one thing I'm trying to teach my children to learn to travel. Although at the moment we cannot travel due to the circumstances, but I hope one day we'll be able to travel again and I'll be able to show my kids since they're growing. So yeah, that's it. Those are my three artifacts. Thank you guys for listening to me talk to you guys about the three items that are special to me and that shows who I am. Thank you.